Do you always compare yourself to the people around you? Are you feeling unmotivated to do anything in your life right now? Do you always feel scared, uneasy with how the future is going to look like? How uncertain life can be? Do you always that you're not good enough? Do you always think about what other people think about you and that what makes you scared to live the life that you always wanted? Well, I have to tell you that all of those things come from the fact that you are focusing on the wrong thing. Hi guys, we meet again, and yes, I want to say that you are focusing on the wrong thing. I used to be in that position as well, where all the questions that I've mentioned just now, literally something that I've experienced myself. And I realized that I was focusing on the wrong things, hence the reason why I keep on comparing myself with other people. I always feel unmotivated because I keep on comparing, and then I feel demotivated to do whatever I want to do in my life. I felt lost. I remember I was so damn scared about the future until I couldn't sleep at night. I remember those days. Then all those imposter syndrome come, where I always feel like I'm not good enough to do certain things. And yeah, sometimes I do think about what other people think about me. And if you see about all those things, all of these come from the fact that we are focusing on the wrong thing. I was focusing on the wrong thing before, hence the reason why all of these thoughts, all of these questions, all of these feelings came to me. But at the same time, I know that whenever these feelings come to me, I love to resolve it one by one. I love figuring out why I feel those things, why I feel uneasy, why I feel scared, why I feel demotivated and stuff. I like to become self-aware of all of these feelings that come to me, and I want to resolve it one by one so that I could understand myself better and I can progress more in life, because I've overcome all those resistance towards going where I want to heading to. I remember when I felt this way before, I was actually in a state of lack. When I compare myself with other people, with my friends for example, I always see the good things about them and the bad things about me, hence the reason why I compare myself. If let's say they get a job and I didn't get a job, I compare their blessings with the lack of something that I have in my life, when in reality I have many other blessings that I can think of. But I choose to compare these blessings that someone has with the things that I don't have. See, I'm in the state of lack. For example, if I feel unmotivated to do something, I realize that I always fall into the trap of the thing's going to be hard. Even though I haven't tried yet, I always think negatively first. I was thinking on the wrong thing, when in fact I haven't even tried yet. And hence the reason why I'm focusing on thinking about failing and thinking about the things is hard and hard and hard. When am I going to actually progress when I am actually letting my mind to think negatively, to think the wrong thing? For example, at that time, I remember I couldn't sleep at night because I was too freaking scared with the future. I don't know what my future is going to look like. I want to go towards where I want, but I was too focusing on the future, when the reality is the future is something I can't control, and the future is something not even exists yet. Like the fact that right now it exists, why should I focus on the things that haven't exist yet? And hence the reason why I feel scared, and hence the reason why I feel uneasy about how my life's going to look like. I was focusing on the wrong thing. And when I think about I am not always good enough, I always compare myself with other people. I always compare the lack that I have with someone's ability, with someone's superpower, with someone's talent, when the reality is I have my own things too. I have my own capabilities and talent too. It's just that I choose to see other people more rather than myself. Can you see that I am focusing on the wrong thing? Same goes to when you feel scared about what other people think about you. Okay, literally, you don't even know what that person or what that people think about you. But your mind was too overthinking. Your mind was too focusing on the wrong thing, which is thinking about what that person gonna think about me, when the reality is probably he or she doesn't even think about you. Probably he or she has their own freaking problem in life. Probably that person is focusing on themselves as well. Can you see that? We are focusing on the wrong thing, hence the reason why you're gonna feel uneasy, you're gonna feel scared, you're gonna think about what other people think about you, when the reality is, do they even think about you? That's the point. If we look at it one by one, all of these things are something we can't control. Hence the reason why at a time I felt very burnt out, I felt very stressed, because I was focusing on the things I can't control and I was focusing on the wrong things. That's why I couldn't sleep at night. That's why I always feel scared, because I was focusing on the wrong things, and usually most of the time the things that I was focusing about is the things that I can't control. One of the valuable lesson and wisdom that I've learned throughout my entire life is literally this one, which is only take your focus on the things you can control, and for the things that you can't control, let it go, let God, life, and the universe handle them all. When I have this kind of mindset, when I shift this kind of mindset inside my mind, oh my God, you have no idea how relieved I am. I don't have to feel so much burden on my chest, on my shoulder, because I release everything. I let go of everything, and I let God, literally. If in Islam, I know this concept is called tawakkal, which you just let everything to God. You just let everything to Allah, because He is the most powerful, because He is the one that handles everything in this entire world. Like literally our organs, the organs inside our body, we don't have to control all of this, and it's just going on naturally. Like literally in human body, in our body, everything is operating beautifully and flawlessly by Him, by God, by Allah. So same goes to everything. Same goes to our daily life. Same goes to the orbit, the universe, the stars, the sky. Everything that happening, everything that is operating in this world is literally operating by Him. He's the most powerful, He is the most merciful. But we human tend to forget that everything is actually in His control. He is the one who controls everything. He is the one who controls the things that we can't control, the things that beyond our control, like I've mentioned just now. It's literally something that we need to learn to let go. We need to learn to let God. This is actually one of the hardest lessons for me, to be honest, to actually learn to let go and to actually learn to let God. Because all of this while, I love to control things. I love to make things beautiful. I love to make things perfect. I love to make things flawless, and I love the feeling of having total control of my life. But one thing I realized that I forgot is that there is something that we can control, and there is something that we can't control. And the things that we can't control, for example, what other people think about you, what the future is going to look like, how your rizqi, how your blessings going to come to you. You can't even control what people feel about you. You can't control your family, you can't control your siblings, you can't control your friends, you can't control people. You can't even control situations, like how the situation is going to be like, going to look like. Not even tomorrow. We never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You can't even control the crowd. You can't even control anyone, literally. And for example, I'm doing social media. I can't even control the social media. I can't even control all those algorithm and stuff. So for the things like this, okay, for the things that I can't control, I learn to let go and I learn to let God. When you can actually differentiate between the things that you can control and the things you can't control, that is when you know where to put your focus on. When I know the things that I can't control, such as like what people think about me, like such as the situation, how the situation gonna look like, what the future is gonna hold, I don't know all of this. That is when I let go. Like literally I wake up, I just want to let go everything and focus on the things that I can control. What are the things you can control? Literally your work, how you think, okay, your feeling, your action, the way you treat other people, the way you treat life circumstances, the way you treat how life's gonna throw to you. All of these are something you can control, and the things that you can control, then that is where you put your focus on just that thing. Just that thing, just the things that you can control. And this is when you can feel so much relief, so much calm, because you know you are not working alone. You are literally working with God, life, and the universe. It's like you, yourself, are focusing on the things you can control, but the things that you can't control, you just literally let go. Let God, life, and universe handle them all. That is when you feel so much powerful, you know, because literally you're working with them. You are having so much faith. You are having so much belief in God, life, and the universe that everything will handle well by them. You know what? God knows the best about you. God knows everything beyond you can even know about yourself. God knows you better than even you know yourself, you know? When you know that everything in His hand, when you know that everything is His power, when you know that everything is in His control, that is when you let go, because you know God will give you the best, okay? I always tell myself that whatever happens in this life is for my best. Even though it's good or even though it's bad, it's still for my best. It's still for my future good. We never know. We never know what is best for us. It's only He knows what is best for us. Something that I learned about life is that the power of gratitude. You have no idea how blessed you truly are, honey. You are so blessed right now. Stop comparing. Stop comparing with other people. Stop comparing with people on the internet, people on social media. All of that just gonna show you people from all walks of life. You're gonna see people from very rich people, very normal people, and very people that is poor. Yeah, it's easy for us to actually tend to compare, but you can change that, and you have the power to control your mind. You have the power to control your thoughts. This is where the power of gratitude come into place. You have no idea how powerful gratitude is, because it makes you realize how abundant you are. It makes you realize how truly full you are, how truly abundant, how truly blessed you truly are. That is the power of gratitude. I remember back then when I can't sleep at night, the reason is because I was focusing on the lack. I was always thinking that I'm lack of something, when the reality is I have so many things about me that I didn't even realize. And this is where self-awareness comes into place. You have to start to be self-aware of all the good things about you, of all the talents that you have, of all the little good things that you have, of all the blessings around you. You have to start to be aware of all of that, because when you start to aware of all those blessings around you, that is when you're gonna feel abundant. You're gonna feel that you are enough as a human being, as a being that God has make you live on this world, make you live on this earth. When you're gonna feel abundant, you're gonna feel enough, you're gonna feel so full. That is when you feel so much inspired. You're gonna feel so much motivated to actually build the life that you want. But the key here is you have to learn to accept where you are right now. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you come from a normal background or poor background, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter about where your background is. It doesn't matter whether who you are. You have to accept where you are, but you have to always know that you can always move for good. You can always progress as a human being. You can always change into a better version of you. You can always go towards wherever you want to go. But stop comparing, because comparison will only kill happiness. Comparison will make you forget how blessed you truly are. Comparison will make you feeling lack. Comparison kills ambition. You know why? Because you have so much talent, but you keep on focusing on other people's talent, that you forget that you have so many talents within you. Comparison kills joy. Comparison just brings no good to you. So stop comparing, really. Stop comparing, and what you can do right now is literally have a habit to always see the good things in you. Create a habit to always see the blessings all around you, and start to use those blessings to build the life that you want to go ahead. Because the key to actually build the life that you've always wanted is always to be grateful with what you have right now. When you start to feel grateful with what you have right now, when you start to feel full, when you start to feel you are enough, and when you start to feel that you have so much within you to actually go to the future that you want, that is when you can start to take action. That is when you start to feel inspired to do so many things, because you know that you are an abundant being. You know that you can do so much, and you know that you are not working alone. You are working with the God, life, and the universe. Can you see that? That's the key. That's the key to actually create a beautiful, fulfilling life. It's literally the power of gratitude. It's literally realizing that how blessed you truly are as a person. You know, when I'm saying like this, I'm literally reminding myself as well, because I sometimes too fall into that trap of comparison, of feeling not good enough. Because I'm a human, I make mistakes, and I'm not always feeling good. But whenever this kind of feeling comes to me, I always remind myself that I don't want to focus on the wrong thing. I'm literally focused on the wrong thing. And when I know I catch myself focused on the wrong thing, that is when I can direct back my focus on the right thing. Oh, I just realized that I'm waking up today. I have so many things to do. I have so many exciting things to do in a day. I have 24 hours. I can make so much to actually make my life beautiful, to actually make my life better than yesterday, to actually grow myself into a better version of me, to actually grow myself into a better person I was yesterday. Imagine you wake up feeling that way consistently. Imagine you waking up feeling so much happier about what's going to happen tomorrow. Imagine waking up feeling so much inspired. You want to do so many things in life. Imagine if you do that every single day in a year. It's going to compound. It's literally going to compound. You're going to keep on compounding all the good things, and literally it's just like compound effect. Literally just gonna be like snowball effect. Like you're gonna literally grow into a better version of you. You can't realize it, but slowly, if you do it every single day consistently, this is where habits come into place. Every single day you are moving, every single day you are progressing. That is when you create change in your life. I know there will be ups and downs in life, but you have the power to take back the things that you focus on the wrong thing, to actually focus on the right thing back. What is the right thing? The things that you can control, and always remember how blessed you truly are. Some of the wealthiest people that I know actually keep a gratitude journal because they want to make that journal as a reminder for them how blessed they truly are. Usually abundant people, they always focus on the things that they have. They might have a lot, but they are also human too, which sometimes they can fall into the imposter syndrome trap, into comparison trap, but they know how to take action whenever that feelings come. That's the difference. That's the difference between people who take control of their life. They literally know sometimes they're gonna fall down, but they know how to get back on track. They know how to direct back their focus. They know how to catch themselves back, to actually direct back on the right focus. You can start by reminding yourself every day, in the morning and before night, 5 little blessings that you have today, literally in a day. The fact that you watch a tree, the fact that you can spend time with your family, the fact that you are still breathing, the fact that you have a house, all of that is a blessing. The fact that you can still eat food when there are other people out there can't eat food. Look at how blessed you truly are. Look at how blessed and abundant you truly are, honey. Start that habit slowly and see magic is going to happen in your life, because you slowly going to spot all those beautiful things happen in your life, and that is when you realize that you are actually an abundant being. You are actually so blessed by God. So that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to share more things with you in the next video. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.